What's up, guys? Ben here, bringing you another video today. A bunch of news broke over the last couple of days. We got an exciting LAN tournament coming up this weekend. We got some leaked, interesting information about the Call of Duty League for the upcoming season, and we got a bait tweet that we got to talk about from Ender. So let's dive in on all three pieces of news. All right, so we're going to start with the first one, and this is going to happen on Saturday at 3 p.m. East Coast time, noon Pacific, Twitch and the COD YouTube. Kaysan somehow miraculously has pulled this one off. I don't know how. He did this. It's going to be a Black Ops 6 LAN with full CDL teams. The 4 teams are going to be FaZe, LA Thieves, OpTic Texas, and Cloud9. Legitimately, I actually, Tom and I have always kind of floated to Activision, like, we do full teams, blah, 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 blah. And it's not a hard no, it's just very difficult to do. So I got a lot of respect for Kaysan, like, actually making this happen and actually being able to do it on LAN with a pretty solid prize pool. So as a heads up, like, I'm going to be there with Tom. We're going to be watch partying from the venue. We'll obviously get special guests on. And this should be an interesting early test to see which of these 4 teams will win this thing. I don't think it's super serious, and like people should use this to super like rank these teams going into the first set of online qualifiers. People barely know the game. They barely know setups. And with all the tournaments the last 2 weeks, like, I don't know how much practice legitimately all these teams have actually gotten, but it should be very interesting to see these 4 teams. I believe it's a double elimination bracket. And last I talked to Kaysan, it didn't seem like control was going to happen in this tournament, but maybe we'll see if they can kind of get that figured out before the tournament. But I'm really excited for this one. Again, kicks off on Saturday. I'm flying to LA on Friday, so I'm excited to check this one out in person. Now, this one I'm not so excited about. So from CDL Scrim Intel, we've gotten some updates on some of the components of the CDL season. It seems like we're getting an announcement at some point in the middle of November. The new online tournaments that are going to be part of Major 1 and Major 2 are going to be a single elimination 12-team bracket. They will be over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with round 1 of 4 matches on Friday. Round 2, which will also have 4 matches because some teams have to get buys, will also be on Saturday. Then the semifinals and grand finals will be on Sunday. So it's like 4-4-3 for split. So similar to like almost a normal match week for the CDL. Now, it looks like seeding for this one's going to be a little bit funky. The minor 1 will be seeded by the standings after the December qualifying matches. So it seems like this tournament is taking place after Christmas and New Year's. And then minor 2 will be seeded using the major 1 standings, which I have no problem for. I have a lot of problems, but I think the minor 2 using major 1 seedings is fine. The minor 1 using December qualifier matches, I don't really know if there's a great solution to this issue, but this one also kind of sucks because we'll see the schedule, and I'm sure 1 or 2 teams are going to have a real tough draw and gets kind of screwed by this situation. I think, it's a welcome addition to add an online tournament, and it looks like there'll be, not a crazy amount of points on offer, but enough that it's going to be like significant for bottom teams to do well at the end, do well in these early in the year, so they have a chance to qualify for a chance. And obviously the winner takes all, 20K, 5K each is kind of nice. I personally think my big issue with this is a single elimination bracket. CDL's got this weird fascination, it seems like, with only 1 match going on at the same time. And I got to be honest, unlike Call of Duty itself is very fluky. I think any pro will tell you that. I think any coach will tell you that. I feel like putting this amount of points and money on offer and throwing them in a single elim bracket is really not utilizing the time that you have allocated correctly. We got 3 days. You're telling me we can't do a double elimination 12-team bracket over 3 days? I find that hard to believe. And if it's a partner sponsored thing where you can only have 1 stream at a time, man, I don't know what to tell you after watching EWC or any other Call of Duty tournament pre-CDL. Like, I just feel like this thinking from the CDL is kind of outdated. I think it's too rigid, and I think it continues to cause issues with how they structure this competition. So we'll be watching, but this gives us some things we like and some things we don't like. So I'm curious what y'all think about these 2 online tournaments that we're going to get in the beginning of the year. Also, no amateur teams participating. That's also kind of unfortunate as well. I'm not really sure what to think about the match breakdown. Seems like a lot of matches, but hard to really glean much from this until we see like a full schedule. And then we have the major locations here. So Barcelona looks like KOI Toronto is going to be hosting that. Allen, Texas. So interesting, the OpTic won't be using ESA, but Allen kind of makes sense as a bigger venue, and they sold it out. So go play on them. Florida, sure, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, with Miami hosting, fine with that. It'll be like probably April, May, which will be fine in Florida. Chicago will be curious to know who actually is going to host this event, but having an event in Chicago is a dub. We've talked about that, like major city we haven't been to literally ever, and I think people are going to really enjoy that experience. And then Champs in Toronto is a huge W. I love the city. It's been a great event every year. Toronto, a great host, so excited to see that. So We got that, and obviously we see here at the bottom, we got the Call of Duty League Pack dropping November 14th, and CDL bundles planned for the 7th of January. So my guess is that we're probably going to get a CDL season announced on November 14th, timed with the CDL League Pack. If I had to take a prediction, but maybe it comes out a day or two early. I guess we'll see. Or it leaks. You know, you never know. All right, final piece of news. And I don't really know what to take away from this one. We got this tweet from Ender. This came in late last night. Fave, if I should come back. Ender done these bait tweets like every single year. I really, people got to not read too much into this, man. Like, he's not going to immediately get a chance with a pro team. And if he wants to get real exposure and real trust, he's got to grind through challengers. It's sort of like weird bait situation where he's just trying to make the jump to pros. At this point, considering he's not played a full season in multiple years, and some of the comments that like Shotzi and Brandon have made on Twitch, I think he's got a lot of red flags around him. So I would love to see him come back. I would love to see him grind with the challengers team here in the next couple of weeks. But until he's actually on the map playing, I really don't want to put too much stock in this one because he's done this bait tweet a lot to get free interactions, and it really hasn't gone much anywhere over the last couple of years. So yeah, a lot of news. Obviously, got the Kaysan tournament coming up on Saturday. Let me know what you guys think about that. The CDL League leaks. I'm not a huge fan of this online tournament format. Double getting it, but a lot of issues I have with it. I'm curious what you guys think, and then the Ender tweet as well. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. And as always, guys, we'll see you on Twitch, and we'll see you on the next video.